Hi guys, Lee here from Trading College with your weekly look at the markets. The stock markets are pushing higher first thing in the European session. First trading day of the month tends to be an up day, and we're certainly seeing stocks bullish in the European session. But let's take a little look at the dollar index, because for me the dollar index is the most interesting chart out here. We're looking at this on a weekly time frame. We've had the dollar index pushing lower, big pressure on this market. But we're coming into this this area here. I've drawn it out with a blue sort of rectangle for you. And we had a low back at the start of 2021, and we're just we're not far away from it, in fact. And I'm looking at it thinking, well, this is a double bottom with a shift in momentum. So what that means basically, as prices come down here, the momentum indicator's been very bearish and pushing lower as well. But from this area here, let me draw it for you one more time, this area right here, you can see that the price is virtually at this double bottom, but the storyteller is much higher than the previous low. So momentum is shifting slightly. Now we could get back into the box or the rectangle here and then shift. I think the dollar over long term is bearish, and I think we're going to see more downside in the dollar basket, but we cannot rule out a little bit of a kickback rally. And with this double bottom here, from a technical charting point of view, there is potential that we could hold at this area and then push back higher. Okay, so when you're looking at double bottoms, make sure there's some depth or width in between. You want to make sure that people are attacking that double bottom. I wouldn't give this any credibility as a double bottom here, because there's no major depth from the pullback, but this one is, and then they attack the low and then they get caught out with a bit of a kickback rally. So watch the dollar basket, guys. Now you're probably going to be looking at the euro dollar, if I can find it, on the other side of this. So it's been a nice buy. We've had a nice buy at 120.060. That's been good. And as we push up into these areas, that's perfectly fine. And I think everything's green at the moment. But as we get up to these areas at 123.50 zone, which is a nice round number, we could see maybe a little bit of a pullback here. So it's an interesting time. I think over long term here, the euro dollar looks great for more upside, especially on the monthly time frame. We've been very bullish this market on the monthly. We've had lots of green pro trend systems here, pullbacks here, trend predictor long for here, trend predictor green arrow means up next candlestick, and we're firing off more momentum here. But we're into a major resistance. It's not a place for me to want to get long this market. It is a place for me to be a little bit careful and ramp that stop up. Now, there is a couple of markets I'm looking at here that for a long term, and I said to our members that we are in a major area here that I would really be interested in for major long side trades and a big move. Now look at the Aussie Swissy. This is the monthly chart. So all the preparation we do every month, start of the month, it's on the monthly. The monthly time frame is a trade that could last for 5 or 6 months, which would be significant profits. So if I look at the monthly at the start of every month, and I'm looking to see what's setting up for this month being June, then we've got a double trend predictor. Now, a double trend predictor is very powerful indeed. It's giving us the heads up that June could be an up month. Green pro trend system, momentum is still long here. So we've got every chance we could start to see a move higher. Now, I'm not going to enter on the monthly time frame. I'm going to enter on the daily chart. So at the moment on the Aussie Swissy, we'll look at the Euro Swissy in 1 second. We don't have any green that's confirmed yet. We are still open. It's a real-time system here, so we're trading live in the markets here, and the price is is moving, but it's barely moving. So if we get a confirmed pro trend system, I'm going to go long. Okay, I need the trigger to go long. And of course, if you don't have the pro trend system, then if we start breaking these trend lines, guys, then that could be an indication that that monthly's kicking in, and we could start to see a significant push. Now, Euro Swissy as well. Euro Swissy is a very nice one. I'm looking at that. Start the monthly analysis on the monthly time frame. Okay, so here's the monthly of the Euro Swissy. When I'm doing my analysis on the monthly, it doesn't mean I'm actually taking trades from the monthly. the monthly's giving me that bigger picture, I'm going down to the smaller time frame to then get precision entries, to get a nice tighter stop, to get good risk reward. The monthly is that bigger picture, and you can see here we've got a flat storyteller, which is great. We've got a nice pullback from a push higher, which is great. We're green on the pro trading system, which is great. That's what we need. And so, you know, the Euro Swissy could, you know, be up at 113.74, and so that is a big move, guys. That would be very nice profits indeed. So I'm watching this Euro Swissy on the brink maybe of something much bigger. We shall see. What would rule that out is, of course, that if we go down to the smaller time frame, if we go down to the daily, because this has already triggered a long buy, if we start getting below 109.26, then we'll reassess and take another look at that. Okay, so that looks pretty good. Now, just a little warning sign on FTSE stocks. We're seeing a lot of stocks in the FTSE 100 making divergences at the highs. I'm not saying there's a stock market reversal coming yet, but I'm saying just be careful. We're seeing a lot of the major stocks in that index making divergences at the highs and on the weekly time frame. So I think June, this next quarter, is going to be very interesting for stocks. Have a great rest of the week, guys. Don't forget to subscribe to the channel. Give us a thumbs up if you like the videos. Try and give you as much content as I can in this short time. Speak to you soon. Take care.